today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Jalen Hurts and the Las Vegas Raiders.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball.
But you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries, 52 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders' 37-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and
second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Being chased out left.
number 8, Lamar Jackson on the keeper. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's third down and 3 yards.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down. It's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Down at the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Raiders 10.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. It's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacked.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jacobs.
The handoff.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Henry Ruggs.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll set up the screen to Drake. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
They run it with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. Reception here by Ruggs. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now, but we'll see if someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Right back to Drake. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 19-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts pass. Complete to number 85. No gain on the play.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running is Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Austin Eckler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Brings their line lining up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw again is Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll run with Drake. Look at the spin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man on the out route. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson will throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That'll be Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Jackson's
They had
pass.
the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things